Hello there, welcome back to yet another tutorial. My name is Caroline and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut and sew a palazzo pants. Basically, these are the material I'll be using. I'm using this for the palazzo pant and I'm going to be using this for a belt. I'm combining it. Actually, I'm making a palazzo pant and a corset. So if you want me to show the corset, that is to make a tutorial on it, please indicate in the comment section below. I actually have a tutorial on the corset, but this corset is going to be different from that one. So if you want me to show it, please to share with you guys, please indicate in the comment section below. What we're going to do first is to retrace this pattern. But I'm going to retrace this, then from there we're going to add the volume that we need, and we're going to do the slash method, slash and spread method. I'm just going to slash the middle once. You can still slash more, depends on the volume you want, but I'm only going to slash this line, the middle. So guys, I've been able to trace out the straight pants to make it into the palazzo pants. This is for the front. So what I did was, the volume I needed to add to the straight pants was 22 inches. So I divided it into 6 points, 3 for the front and 3 for the back. And when I divided it 22 inches by 6, I added 3 inches for one for the sides, then one for the crotch part, then one for the grease line. So I slashed the grease line, as you can see. I slashed the grease line and I added 3 inches at the hemming side, so to give me the volume I needed for my palazzo pant. So this is for the front. So that's what I did basically for the front and for the back. So as you can see, the front, so I slashed up to, so that to release the pants, so that I won't have any wrinkles around this area. So I slashed up to close to the waistline. So as you can see, 3 inches here, 3 inches here, 3 inches here. So that's what I have for the front. Then I cut the band, and I cut the band the same way, placing paper, my pattern paper on it. Then I reshape to get the waistline. So when I want to cut this band now, I'm going to cut it on the bias, so as to hold the waist close to the body, so that there won't be any gap at all. You will see it when I finished the pants, how it's going to hug tightly. So that is for, I just place the paper this way, as you can see, place it this way, and I reshaped, and I make sure I got the actual waistline of my clients. So that's what I did for the front. Then I did the same thing for the back. I traced the back, as you can see, the same thing, 3 inches here, 3 inches here, and 3 inches here at the hemming side. So I slashed the middle line just to get my volume that I needed. So for the band, what I did was to close the dart. I closed the dart point, as you can see. I closed the dart point. Then I placed my band, my paper, pattern paper, this way, as you can see, to get my zip line and the exact waistline. So that's what we did. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place this pattern paper on my main fabric, and I will cut out. Then we'll start sewing. So we finished cutting our fabric. As you can see, this is the front and this is the back. The band is cut already. The back is cut into 4, while the front is 2, because there will not be any cut from the center of the center front of the pant. But there's something I forgot to tell you guys. This is a high waist palazzo pants. So that's why we're having the band so high like that. And I didn't even cut out from anything because we want it very high. The total length of with the band and the pant is 47. So at the end of the day, we'll be getting our crotch depth to be up to 13 or 14. If you're making a jumpsuit or a palazzo pants, you should be making your crotch depth to be close to 13 or 14, depending on the person's measurements. I'm going to show you the demonstration of how to sew, but I'm going to put an interfacing on my band. Guys, I still have enough leftover fabric from my clients palazzo pants, so I decided to give her a pocket. Though we did not discuss pocket, but I know we women will love pockets a lot, so I decided to create a pocket. So you see me cut the pockets now, so that you can apply, do the same, so that you can always put your phone, your key, your car keys, anything inside your pocket. So I'm creating the pocket now. So guys, I've ironed in some interfacing to the band for the front and for the back, as you can see. Then I cut some strips of interfacing for the side pockets where the pocket is going to be. So I'm going to place the pocket now and reshape for the side. Okay. So I'm going to reshape it up to where the interfacing is. I'm going to reshape this way. Okay, so the pocket is ready. Now we are going to sew the pockets. I'm going to show you how we're going to sew the pockets. So I'm going to pick the pockets in pairs. So the first thing I'm going to do is to sew from this side. Sew it first, then turn it in and sew again. So I'm going to do that to the two. Sew it first and turn it in and sew again. So I'm going to show you before we deal with the side of the pocket. Then start joining to the back of the pants, palazzo pants. So I'm coming. So guys, the pocket, what I did was to sew a 1/4 inch round. As you can see, I sewed it round. Then I trimmed to 1/8 inch. As you can see, I trimmed it to 1/8 inch because I'm going to turn it again this way. Turn it this way now. Then press and sew again. So guys, both the back of the palazzo pants and the front I have applied. For the pocket side, I've applied interfacing. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pin them down. To pin it down, then place my pockets, then measure the point of the inseam pocket. So now I'm going to place the pockets, as you can see. So I'm going to measure 2 inches and mark. Then I'll give 6.5 inches space. Then the rest will be sewn to the main pants. So the 6.5 inches is going to be the inner pocket where we're going to place our. So I'll mark it now. So I'll mark 2 inches. Then mark 6.5 inches. Then I'm going to notch it. I'm going to notch. I will notch 1/2 inch in. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch in. So I'm going to pick them one after the other to use it to turn it. One after the other. So I will go and sew now. Then I will sew this point and I'll be back. So guys, the pocket has been completed. As you can see, I've sewn it. So, and I've top stitched. You can see it has been top stitched. So the next thing to do now is to pick the two from the front where we notched, the point we notched. We pick it, then we pick one from the back this way. Then we now use this one now to turn it in and sew. Turn it in this way and sew, as you can see. So the same thing applies here. We'll pick the two from the front, those points we notched. So we'll pick it, then we'll pick one from the back. Then we'll now use one of the back to turn it in this way. So we'll pin it down to the hemming side. Pin. So guys, as you can see, we are going to sew this line from this point. We pick it up and sew out to the hemming. Then we'll pick this, we sew to the waistline. Then we'll now pick the crotch side this way. We'll pick it. I'm pinning it now. Make sure the hemming is equal. Don't pull it. Just make sure it's equal. They will be straight when you are sewing it. You see, they will be smooth. Just don't pull. You'll be creating wrinkles if you pull. So guys, so we're going to sew this part and we're going to sew this part. So guys, the pocket is done, as you can see, so neatly done. So this is the volume of our palazzo, as you can see, for one leg of our palazzo. This is the one leg. So I've done the same to the other side of the leg. Then the next thing to do now is to sew our darts. So by the time we finish that one is to join our crotch and sew. So let me sew the darts. We just pick the darts this way and we'll sew to the point. So the darts is done. I finished sewing the darts. The next thing is to pick the crotch of this. Pick the crotch of this. Place them together and pin. So I'm going to sew from ½ inch in from this point where the zip is going to align. Then I'm going to sew it ½ inch to the center front. So guys, the pants is ready. I've finished with the side, finished with the darts, finished with the crotch. So the next thing to do now is to fix our band. So we're now going to look for the center of the band to fix on the center of the front of the palazzo pants. So guys, that's what we need to do now. We need to notch, then pin it. So I now pick the two bands from the back and from the front, then I pin them together, making sure that the side align. So guys, I'm not going to sew it. I'll go to the machine now and sew it from this point down to the waistline. So I'll do the same thing to the side before I join round the waistline. Then before I will join this to turn the band. So let me do that first, then I will get back. So guys, I'm through with the band. The next thing to do now is to fix our zip, the back. I'm using this long zip. I'm going to cut it along the line. So guys, the zip has been fixed, as you can see. Then I've been able to fix the waistband, the facing of the waistband, to cover it up. So what I'm going to do now is to turn it, to take it this way, then turn the facing and the band, then sewing it along the zip line. So when I sew it this way, then I'm going to turn it out this way, so it will cover up the zip side. And I'm now going to sew in the ditch. I'm going to sew in the ditch to hold down the waistband and making it look neat. So I'm going to do the same thing to this side and to this one. Then I'm going to hem the leg of the pants. I'm going to hem it using my hemming gum. Then I will now cut the strips of my belt. Pants is finishly done. As you can see, the hemming of the pants is done. As you can see, the waistline is done with the belts. As you can see, it's finishly done. So guys, you can make this for friends, you can make it for family, you can even make it and sell. It's so beautiful. So thank you for watching to the end. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. We have a lot to share together. For those that have subscribed, I love you guys. Thank you for believing in me and subscribing to my channel. I will see you in my next project. Stay safe and I love you. Bye for now.